Hello, I am Mr.Gill.
And I'm MBL Designs.
And welcome to our traditional, regular Sunday morning YouTube video thingy. Though we didn't do one last week, so is it traditional? I don't know if we miss out every 4. That's probably not traditional. It's traditional to have a holiday.
Somewhat regular.
Somewhat regular. That's a good way of saying it. Today we will be talking about some of the June release. So there was a whole load of stuff released a couple of days ago, the 1st, I think. Should be everywhere now, worldwide, I think.
Yeah,
easy. It's about 55 sets. Quite a lot of what I would call filler.
Yeah.
But that's rude, because it's not, somebody, obviously, but there was quite a lot of Duplo.
Yeah.
A lot of Friends stuff. But then also some Star Wars, some superheroes, the second series of Nexo Knights, a couple of city sets as well, a few city sets as well. So some cool stuff coming out. I mean, June traditionally is when they kind of release the stuff, from what I can see, that they kind of think is gearing up to Christmas.
Yeah.
So this is kind of filling in the gaps of the stuff that was released in January, which is the other big release. Yeah. And then in September, there'll be another kind of one similar to this, about 50, 60 sets. Yeah. That'll just fill it all in, and then this is what we have for
until Christmas.
The Christmas stuff. Though, of course, with Lego these days, there's so many little bits and pieces released here and there. We were just talking, the Porsche, the Technic Porsche. It's a Porsche, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was just released this week as well, which looks amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even like Technic, but
yeah, me too. So
looks absolutely fantastic. Maybe we'll see if we can get our hands on one of those and do a review of that, which would be cool. So today we're doing our top 3 of the June release. It will be not surprising that we pretty much picked superheroes or Star Wars or something like that, because we think those are the cool ones. Yeah. We will start from the bottom, number 3, number 2, number 1, and then our top pick. If you have any comments, suggestions, if you disagree, you can piss off. No. Sorry, if you disagree, you can write that in the comments and we can have a little conversation about that. We're being stared at now by a young man outside my shop window. The shop isn't open yet, but he's just staring straight at us. It's a little bit disconcerting. But otherwise, fine. Okay, so why don't you start? Hit me with your number 3.
Yeah, my number 3 is Batman Killer Croc Sewer Smash. Yeah, Sewer Smash. And this is a really cool set. We do get Killer Croc here with his killer or croc mouth thing.
Yep.
And then we get a Batman tank with a lot of tank tread. So that's really awesome. But the standout thing to me is actually the minifigures, because if any of you guys know about the upcoming movie Suicide Squad, Lego aren't allowed to make sets based on that movie. First and foremost, the name of the whole movie, Suicide Squad, so that's understandable, but they actually added in the characters, but the comic book versions, into some of the sets. So we get Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, Katana, Red Hood, first appearance of him, so that's really awesome. And yeah, overall a really cool set, so...
Okay, so we get all the figures. We get a big fig, which is what the Killer Croc style figure is called. Which big figs are kind of rare, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not been that many. It was Hulk.
Yeah, we have 3 different Hulks.
Yeah.
Then we have Killer Croc, Gorilla Grodd, and Doomsday from the superheroes line.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So yeah.
No, it looks not too bad. I'm impressed. I guess the tracks are the kind of thing that I think kind of the coolest.
This front part can
open up.
Yeah, swing open and attack Killer Croc, I guess. So
is it a new Batman or same Batman?
We'll have a look. Looks like it's the same Batman.
Same Batman. So
the one thing I'm curious if it is the double molded legs or not, but we can't see that.
Okay. It doesn't look like
no, sadly not.
Okay, not bad. My third one is probably my least favourite, but I thought I'd pick a Nexo Knights anyway, just because I haven't been too into these, but they have been incredibly popular.
Yeah.
Lego probably does a new theme every 2 years or something like that. So this is pretty much Nexo Knights has replaced Chima. I don't know if you can see that, because Chima's now finished and Nexo Knights is the new kind of thing. And I think they've done it quite well. I mean, I picked this one, which is General Magma.
Name.
Yeah, exactly. Mostly because of his name, which I think is cool, and because he's got like this top knot hairpiece,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
really cool
really,
actually.
I don't remember seeing it that often before.
It's new, but it's also in one of the new Spider-Man sets with Tigress.
Yeah.
The superhero. So
Okay.
that's really cool.
Yeah, so I quite like that piece. I mean, I don't know if General Magma's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm going to say, just from the fact that he's red, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, bad guy. He looks like a bad guy just based on how the other bad guys look.
Exactly.
But I really love the coloring on the propellers, trans blue. So that's really
blue.
cool.
Very nice, yeah. So that's kind of my number 3. As I said, I haven't got into Nexo Knights that much, but I'm liking the way it's developing. I'm interested now. I'm a little bit like, maybe.
Yeah. A lot of good parts, just for 99 crowns. That's
exactly.
Holy crap, that's really good.
Yeah, so that's my number 3. As I said, it's not my, but it's like, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
This is why I have a beard, only to do this. I see. Right, your number 2.
My number 2 is actually the park set. Or Fun in the Park, or whatever it's called.
Fun in the Park, 60134.
This is such a good thing Lego actually decided to do for Lego City, because if you buy a lot of Lego City set, you don't really have that many citizens.
No.
So this is just amazing, and also a lot of people have argued, why is it just a young guy in a wheelchair and stuff like that, but Lego actually advise you to change up the minifigures, so that's really good. You get a lot of good parts, but the 2 standout things are the wheelchair and the new Lego Baby. So
definitely. I mean, this is going to be a hugely popular set.
Yeah.
You know, the talk about this has been quite big.
Yeah.
There has, of course, I get quite a few people who have mentioned over the last couple of days since this has been out. They're like, "Oh, this is the first wheelchair," and all that kind of stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
There
was
quite
one
a
in
few.
Duplo.
There's one in Duplo. There's been one in a couple of hospital sets. There's actually a really good article on brickset.com at the moment, which kind of charts the history of wheelchairs, and there's been quite a few.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the first wheelchair. Of
Yeah.
course, it's always a good thing, but it's kind of Lego have been doing this for a little while. I think the earliest one was in a hospital set in 1960s or something like that. So it's been around, but it is very cool. And this one, I haven't built this one yet, but you said it's quite fun.
Yeah, it's really fun, and you don't really get much to build, but the main thing is the minifigures, and I love minifigures, if you haven't noticed that.
Yeah,
So,
I will say that it is slightly expensive.
Yeah, that is one thing, but
yeah, I was a little bit shocked. I mean, I sell my Lego here for what Lego recommends, the regular recommended retail price. And this one comes in at 449 crowns, which is great, but in terms of city, it doesn't fit well within the other city things. Now, I mean, minifigures are always more expensive, so this actually works out at about 30 crowns a figure, minus the parts. So it actually is about right. Yeah. However, it just feels a little bit. I was thinking when it was coming, I was going to be like, oh, it might be $349 or $399, but $449 is just that little bit too much.
Yeah. One thing I really love is some of the torsos are actually new, so completely new. Some are actually reused. This one, the guy with the wheelchair, is actually from one of the Jurassic World sets. So,
okay, cool.
I think a lot of the price also has to do with the wheelchair and baby and stuff like that. So,
All right, cool. So that's your number 2. My number 2 is going to be a weird one. Because as anybody who watches the videos will know, I don't actually follow the Star Wars, collect the Star Wars, know anything about the Star Wars. I probably shouldn't be calling it the Star Wars.
I was going to point that out.
But the Star Wars with the Jedis, the Darth Vader and the things like that. But this is one of the new ones that came out. This is Captain Rex's ATTE. I have no idea who Captain Rex is. I don't really know what an ATT is. TE is, but I just think it looks awesome. It looks. I'm assuming this is from the film.
Yeah, it's from the TV show Star Wars Rebels. And actually, the one thing I really love about this is the characters, all of the clones from the set. We actually were introduced to them in the Star Wars Clone Wars TV series, and they then became characters in the new TV show.
Okay.
They have redesigned this AT-AT from the Clone Wars and fixed it up a bit.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, it's also, it looks a little bit kind of rough to me.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit kind
Yeah,
of
exactly.
steampunk, and so it looks kind of fun. You
Yeah.
rarely, I've never seen this in Star Wars, you know, where something looks like it's been repaired or fixed
Yeah.
or something like that, and so I think it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be that popular because it looks a bit weird, and Rebels is always a bit more obscure. People like
Yeah.
the movie franchise as opposed to the cartoons and the stuff. But as I said, this is definitely my number 2 because it just looks awesome. I'd pick this over the Darth Vader
Yeah.
TIE shuttle or anything like
Yeah.
that any day. It looks fun to play with, lots of people and things and moving parts and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So that is my number 2 pick, 75157.
Yeah. My number 3 pick is
What a surprise!
yeah, Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle. Holy crap, that's a long name. Yeah, but first of all, it's what I think is the Brooklyn Bridge, but yeah, it can be any bridge. We get a lot of cool characters we haven't got with any Spider-Man sets, and just based on the fact that Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so that's one of the reasons why I love this set. I would have wanted Gwen Stacy instead of Aunt May.
He's been
but-
talking about this for months, yeah?
Yeah.
Months.
Those who know the comics know that a certain event happened on a bridge with Gwen Stacy, so that's a thing I'm going to say about that. But yeah, the set is really cool. Yeah, the bridge explodes and stuff like that, so really cool.
Looks like a great bridge. A couple of people have mentioned to me of buying 2 of these and sticking the bridges together
Yeah, exactly, because you can actually attach them back here.
and having a proper bridge, which
Yeah.
would be awesome and cool. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. I don't, I'm not a huge fan of the Spider-Man. I should stop calling everybody that. Huge fan of the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But that's quite a few figs. It's
Yeah.
quite a big set. It looks like an interesting build.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some techniques in building that bridge that are going to be a little bit cool.
Yeah.
Look, there's lots going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nerd in me just wanted to point out the gear up here is actually the first appearance for Spider-Man, 1962. So Amazing Fantasy 15.
Alright, cool. Very nice. Good pick. I think it'll be definitely one of the most popular ones, this thing.
Yeah.
My number 1 is, without a doubt, no surprise, the creator, I think this is called Summer Holiday, Vacation Time?
Yeah, something.
In Swedish it's semestern, or, so it's like vacation.
Semesterdag.
Yeah.
Yes. Vacation day or something like that.
Vacation day. It's a caravan.
Yeah.
Or an RV if you are from where's that place? America. And it's a creator set, so it's a 3-in-1. You can also make a boat and you can make a little house. There are 2 characters, a little boy and I hope is his mum, or could be an older sister, or an aunt, or even a very young looking grandma. It could be any of those, but it looks fun. There's lots of play opportunity. It comes with a cloth awning piece, which is the yellow thing there, which is very cool. We rarely see like big pieces of cloth like that used much anymore. I think the alternative builds look fantastic. It was a hard one for me to choose between this and the Lighthouse Point.
Ooh,
I think on the Lighthouse, which I haven't got with me at the moment, the alternative builds are probably some of the best I've seen.
I haven't looked at the...
Go grab a Lighthouse. I just want a quick squeeze.
Holy crap, that's cool actually.
Yeah, so maybe I'll do a dual top pick. The 2 creator sets. But yeah, with the Lighthouse, the alternative builds is a little kind of housey thing and a
right there,
and like a little ferry. It looks like a steamboat or something.
This one looked really cool.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, the boat thing. So
yeah,
that's really awesome actually.
So yeah, I'm going to do a dual one. These 2 creator sets, and I think every year, and I think I've said this before in a previous video, but Creator the last 3 years, they're releasing about 4 or 5 house type things.
Yeah.
And they're getting better and better and
Yeah.
better. And it's just like, each time I'm like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And then the next lot is just awesome.
Yeah.
And this to me is what Lego is. You know,
Yeah.
3-in-1, creative, lots of good parts. You can mix it up, and then you can just make out whatever the hell you want out of it at the end of it. And I mean, the parts look amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my
Yeah.
top ones.
I was picking between this one or the Spider-Man one because this one is so great.
Yeah.
Just love all of the design features. For example, the windows.
Yeah.
Right here. So really awesome.
Very, very cool. I definitely am going to be recommending this one. No, I'm not actually, because I want to keep it. So I won't be recommending this to anybody. Don't buy this. It's for me only. So that's our top 3 of the June release. We didn't do any of the friends. I split my deliveries up, so my friends will be coming in a couple of weeks. But maybe when we do when the friends comes, we'll have a look at that. We could even look at the Duplo, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
We actually just learnt the other day that Duplo figures don't fit on base plates.
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, I had no clue about that.
You know, that was the whole thing in my head, is that Duplo Lego completely compatible, but the figures themselves don't fit on a Lego base plate, which is strange.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our top 3. If you disagree with us, you can leave a comment below, and we will go, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Or we'll ignore you if we disagree with you. You can always like, and you can subscribe, and you can then follow us on Instagram, on Twitter,
everything like that.
Facebooks, and all that kind of stuff. We will be back next time with another video, doing something. Maybe, Mixels have been out, haven't they?
Ooh, yeah.
We didn't have a look at a Mixel series. Maybe we'll do another video soon. Mixel Series 8.
Yeah.
We'll talk through those.
Series 8.
It's so fast with the Mixels like that. But otherwise, thank you so much. I am Mr. Gill.
And I'm MBL Designs.
Cheerio.